All right, how's the music, guys? Are we good? Sounds all right? Okay. All right, we're just gonna start tapping our toes. So today we've got our traditional 3 exercises, 40 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 2 rounds. All right, let's lift our heels right and left, stretching out the bottoms of the feet. And I don't know why, but this feels really good to me today. 8, 7, good, 4, 3, heels to the front, we're gonna push. So shoulders are relaxed, starting to wake up those shoulders, your chest and your back. Good, 4, 3, tap it to the side. We're gonna open and close at the elbows. And again, shoulders are down and back, so trying to keep them away from our ears. 4, 3, toes to the back. We're gonna drive those elbows back. We're squeezing our shoulder blades. Good, 8, 7, 4, 3, knees up in front. We're going to reach. So today's workout has a little bit of a lower body emphasis, a little bit less shoulders. Give them a break from earlier this week. All right, penguins, here we go. Tricep press, side leg lift. But lots of options for you. 8, 7, 4, 3, hamstring curls. We're gonna reach and pull, add in an open and a close of the fingers. 8, 4, 3, woodchops, right in the center, up, hinging those hips back, closing the car door. So as we swing, we catch our hands right in the V. All right, high right, low left, high, low. So adding a little torso rotation, grab that seat belt, buckle it at your hip. Good, low to high. So low, high. Four, 3, 2, all right, quick squats right here. So down and up, sitting back into those hips. So I imagine there's a chair behind me, but it's a little farther away than I thought it was. All right, good, we're gonna slow it down. So down, down, up, and up. So we try to go just a little bit deeper, even if it's only an inch. Down and up. Last one. Forward step and reach right here. Forward step, take it back. So nice, good weight shifting. 4, 3, 2. All right, reaching across the body. Forward step, reach across. So on this, our hips, knees, and toes stay pointing forwards. Upper body rotates. All right, side step and reach right here, out and in. So keeping our toes pointing forwards, sitting back into our hips just a little bit. 2, backward step, open and close at our chest. Shoulders relaxed as always. Good, 4, 3, 2, overhead. Now we're opening overhead, yes. Stepping back, reaching, palms facing in, pain-free range of motion. It's all good if it doesn't go all the way overhead. 2, all right, jog it out. So jogging, option 1, power marching, option 2. 8, 7, 4, 3, jumping jacks out and in, tapping, stepping, full jacks. 8, 7, 4, 3, hamstring curls. Option 1, nice big hamstring curl, nice big reach and pull. Option 2, we've got our heel kick jogs. 4, 3, skaters right here, side step, little cross behind. You can tap the toe, or for a balance challenge, keep that foot up. 4, 3, march it out right here. All right, step touch, march it out, grab a drink of water, turn that fan on if you need it. So we're gonna do 40 seconds work, 10-second transition. Grab a weight you feel comfortable doing an overhead press with, and you can absolutely do this one with no weight as an option and make it more of a balance challenge. We are going to do a split stance squat. So you can have your feet hip width apart and just take one step forwards. So hip width, one step forward. You can have them closer together. You can be on a balance beam. We're gonna squat, pick something up and put it on the shelf above our heads. So 3, 2, and 1. So a split stance. So option 1 is we just squat down. We were in our squat position. We took a step forward, not a very big one, and we reach overhead. The closer our legs are together and the more one in front of the other they are, the harder this one is. Now, we want to make sure we're not leaning to pick it up. We want to squat down and up. So if you do this without a weight, you're absolutely working on some balance, some single leg strength, and some range of motion. 2 and 1. Good. We're going to switch sides. So same thing. You can just take your feet hip width, take a little step forward, 2 and 1. So taking it down and reach for the sky. And again, make it a little harder. Bring your feet a little closer together into a semi-tandem stance. Or even harder, we come into our full tandem balance beam stance. So this emphasizes one leg a little more than the other. And we're also getting some core and some balance work. Good, 10 more seconds. And we're just gonna do some plie squats. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, plie squats. Nice wide stance. Toes are pointing out towards the corners. Wherever your toes go, your knees need to follow. Our time is on, so down and up. Now, if you notice your toes are out, but your knees are knocking in, turn those toes in a little bit. So you just may not have the hip mobility to do a wide stance. I know I am definitely not ballerina. You can absolutely tell I do not get my toes pointing out to the side because I don't have the hip mobility. So nice and tall, running your back up and down the wall behind you. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's carefully walk it in. We're gonna go back to our split stance, squat to press. So pick your foot position, time is on. So you can see, I'm just doing a split stance squat. Yes, which just means that my one foot is a little more in front of the other, and this is fine. We're getting more emphasis on this back leg. Make it a little more challenging. Bring them closer together. You still want to do a good squat. You still don't want to push the knees forwards. You should not feel like your heels want to come up off the floor. 10 seconds to go. You can always do just the squat, just the overhead press. It's good to practice them both. 2 and 1. Good. Bring it in. Switching sides. Find your position. Hip width. Take a step. That's all you got to do. 2, 1. Good. Down and up. So you can have your hand out on the other side for balance, and it lets you know if you're leaning to one side or the other. So we want to stay nice and tall. Get that core work going. Weight is evenly distributed across both feet. So you can see I lose my balance a little bit too. It's all good. Find something that's not moving to stare at. That'll help. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bringing it up. All right, getting ready for our plies. This one's a little easier to do if you can take those legs a little bit wider versus having them in. So time's on. Nice and tall. Wherever your toes are going, that's where your knees go. You'll likely feel an inner thigh stretch when you do this exercise. It's okay to turn those toes out or turn those toes in a little bit more. Protect your knees, but we still stay tall. So we don't want to bow with these. We want to sit. So we're opening and closing those hips. How deep you go is up to you. We have 10 more seconds. So we're working those outer thighs, holding those hips open. Working that core. Last one. All right, good. Let's go ahead and bring it up. Shake it out. Grab a quick drink. All right, next exercise, we're gonna do a reverse lunge to a curtsy lunge. So what we're gonna do, option 1, reverse lunge, curtsy lunge, okay? Option 2, reverse lunge, curtsy lunge, reverse, and up. All right, 3, 2, 1, good. So option 1, reverse lunge, step together, cross for a curtsy, step together. Option 2, hold your reverse, cross it over, bring it in, step together. If you're having trouble with lunges today, yes, you are welcome to just step back flat-footed and stay on one side. So you are welcome to do a reverse lunge, and we just open up our arms, okay? So if you've got foot issues, that's an option for you. Otherwise, reverse, curtsy, reverse, and together. Reverse, curtsy, and then together. Good, shake it out. So we're gonna do the other side. Pick which one you wanna do. 2, 1, good. So option 1, reverse lunge. Cross, curtsy, and repeat. Option 2, reverse, hold it, curtsy, reverse, and together. So back, cross, back, and up. Foot issues, just step back flat-footed and together. Your steps will be smaller, but you're still working on shifting your weight back and forwards. You can open and close. We want to stay tall. We don't want to lean, no matter what you're doing for a lunge. Tall, and here. Good, 3, 2, 1, rows, 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 nothing fancy. Both arms at the same time, or I'm doing one arm this round, the other arm the second round. That's an option as well for those of you that want to go a little heavier with your weights. Otherwise, both arms at the same time for both rounds is perfectly okay. Especially if all you have are lighter weights, you can still get a nice, good range of motion, get some reps in. Build up that endurance. Good. About 14 seconds to go. So just a nice, good row. Driving the elbow back. So make sure we're not upright and pulling our pants up. Even if we're upright, we're pulling back. Pulling back. Good. Last one. All right, let's bring it up. Going back for our curtsies. Our reverse to curtsy. 2 and 1. Good. Reverse, curtsy, reverse, and together. So this is a little balance, little extra work for the leg we're standing on. Yes. Now for those of you that are having to do the opposite version, you can step back flat-footed. And yes, you can cross just a little bit if you would like. Otherwise, do what feels good. Good, 10 seconds to go. Make sure that when we do our curtsy, we're not turning our body really big, it's going to torque our knee. So it's just a little cross. So imagine you've got 2 dots. Good, bring it up. So you just move from one dot to the other and then back into the center. 3, 2, 1, good. So reverse, curtsy. So for those of you that do Strong Nation with me, I believe this is in one of our quadrants, isn't it? Yeah, so we do a bunch of pulsing curtsies or pulsing lunges, and then we switch to a curtsy and pulse, and then we switch back. So similar, but instead of pulsing, we're doing our singles. Good, 15 seconds. And again, if you need to, you're welcome to just step back flat-footed and step together. This is a little balance drill, but good for your feet and your legs. 2 and 1. All right, rows, rows and rows. So nice and tall, good forward fold. Nice, good diagonal. So if you have to be a little more upright, that just means that your angle for your row, instead of being up and down, is going to be out a little more. So remember, dumbbells work against gravity, and gravity pulls straight down. So we have to work in a way that's pulling up against gravity. Good, 10 more seconds to go. Nice, good squeeze. Shoulders down. Pull that shoulder blade in towards your spine. 2 and 1. Good. Bring it up. Shake it out. Grab a drink. All right. So next round, split stance deadlift. So 1 weight, 2 weights, no weight, your choice. This is our walk like an Egyptian. All right, so kind of like our split stance squats, we stay nice and tall. We hinge and we come back up again. We hinge and we come back up. All right, 40 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Good. So we just have our feet. Our big toe is about in line with the heel of the other foot, a little bit apart, hip width apart. You're going to feel this a little bit more likely in your front leg. All right, so we stay really tall, we reach, push those hips back, and then we unfold to stand nice and tall. So this is a little more emphasis on one leg than the other, but both of our knees are pretty locked out for this one. Nice and tall. About 7 seconds to go. We're going to do the other side, and then we're going to do some straight arm press backs. Good, bring it up. All right, so same thing. Take that foot in front. Your big toe is kind of in line with your heel. Good, here we go. So nice and tall, fold and up. So you should feel a stretch in your hamstring in that front leg. Don't want you to try to reach for the floor because I want you to keep that chest lifted, shoulder blades squeezed. Arms can actually run up and down your thigh. Your hands can touch your thigh as you go down and you come up. 15 seconds to go. This is a good way to do a deadlift if you're having a little trouble with balance and you want to get that single leg emphasis. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Straight arm press backs. So this is our skiing motion. Shoulders down and back, palms facing in. We're pushing our hips back, holding a bit of a deadlift or a row position. And then we just take our arms and we ski. Yes, you can be more upright with this one. Something to watch out for is to make sure we're not just swinging. All right, imagine if we were actually propelling ourselves through some snow. And then make sure that we're not reaching back and pushing the chest out and arching our low back. We keep our ribs tucked, our core tight, pelvis is tucked just a little bit. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release those weights, or if you'd like to add weights to this round, you can. Second option, we're in our position, we add a weight. Always an option. So your time is on. So if I turn, you'll see my chest is staying lifted. I'm going forward, but I'm trying to keep my upper body kind of away from the floor. I'm trying to keep it nice and tall. Just trying to get a nice good stretch. I'm only getting to about my knees and I'm feeling my stretch. I don't want to go any farther, because if we allow the weight to pull us forwards and we collapse at our spine, you can see I'm getting all the way to the floor, but that means my back is working, not my glutes and my hammies. Good, last one. All right, shake it out. We're gonna switch our foot position, same thing. Roll the shoulders down and back, keep them in your back pocket, and we just bow. So normally we soften the knees a bit. This one, we're keeping them pretty straight, just until we feel that hamstring stretch. And then we squeeze the glute, push through the heel to push those hips forwards to come up nice and tall. Good, 12 seconds to go. So think about squeezing the shoulder blades down and back, cracking walnuts under your armpits. So it's the holidays. We get the nuts in the shell all the time now, right? Good, bring it up. Straight arm press backs. What happens if your nutcracker breaks? We'll just crack them under our armpits, right? That'll work. All right, forward fold. Nice, good reach. So shoulders stay down and back. We don't want to go so high that we pop that shoulder forwards. So nice and long. So reaching behind you towards where the wall and the floor meet. So palms facing in. We don't want to do palms facing back, not for this one. We can do palms forward if you'd like, because that gives us a better position for our shoulders. But palms facing backwards like this turns our shoulders in. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and bring it up. Grab a quick drink. Breathe, then swallow. All right. Our next 3 rounds are on the floor. You do not have to go down to the floor, but you are more than welcome to if you would like. Otherwise, standing, or you can use a chair. We're gonna do prone rear delts, right, left, and then we're gonna do some side planks again. Just like yesterday, you can pick a side, or you can just do the rotating ones if you would like to. So prone rear delts. Yes, you can do this one with no weight. It's not a problem. Option 1, we're in a bird dog position, shoulders down and back. We have a weight. We keep our core straight. We bring our arm out to the side, and then we bring it back in again. All right. You have 40 seconds. Your time is on in 3, 2, 1. Now, if you are upright or you are wanting to do a half kneeling stance, you want to be forward, we rotate that shoulder back so our palm is facing forwards, and we bring it up and then back down again. Up and down. This is another one. It's physics. If we're forward and we're doing this, we're getting the middle of our shoulder. We want the back, so we want that little forward fold. And we just want to work against gravity. If we were standing, we would look exactly like this, right? But that forward fold is what gets us working against gravity. Parallel to the floor, last one, is as high as you need to go. All right, if you go any higher, you're getting your back. We're working these little muscles right here. So open that shoulder, palm facing forwards, and we just do a nice, good rear delt. Nice, good rear delt. You can do this on the floor as well. Just a nice, good forward fold, resting the tummy and the chest on your thighs. The trick with this one is a lot of times we like to go back and low, straight out to the side. So nice, good reach. Again, you can use a weight. Just bring it out and back down. 2, 1. Good. All right. Side planks. You can do one side. You can rotate If you are upright, you are more than welcome to grab a weight, time is on, and walk around and do your farmer's carry. So you want a heavier weight for a farmer's carry, but we're working our core by staying nice and tall. So we're doing our side plank on the floor. So we have our nice good side plank. If you would like to do rotating planks, you rotate to the center and then you rotate all the way over to your other side plank, just like we did on Tuesday. You are welcome to do side plank against the wall. Yeah? Otherwise, we grab a heavy weight, we stay nice and tall, and we walk around. This is your upright exercise. If you're not doing planks, you're doing a farmer's carry, and we try not to lean. Good. All right, let's bring it back. Go to our rear delt exercise. If you were doing a side plank on one side, you're going to do the other side the next round. Good. So now we've got our rear delts. So just a nice good forward fold. Yes, you can have your hand on a wall, table, or chair. It's an option. You're also welcome to have your weight. I like doing this in a bird dog position because it naturally gets you into a good position to work that rear delt. But I know not everybody likes to hang out on the floor, which is fine. But we just bring that arm out to the side, parallel to the floor. Soft bend in the elbow. We don't want to go really high and try to take it to the ceiling. Parallel to the floor, then back in. This also gets a little core. Good, we're gonna switch sides. 3, 2, and 1. Good, so just a nice good reach. Out to the side and back down. Standing, sitting, same thing. No weight, palm facing forward, like you're trying to bring your thumb up. Getting it, say, wave your fingers at somebody, and then back down again. So you pick what works best for you. And again, we want to try not to bring it back behind us. It's honestly straight out to the side pretty much. 3, 2, 1. Bringing it up. All right, our rotating planks, our side plank on the other side, or our farmer's carry. So nice good side plank. This is your option 1. You're just doing the opposite side. You can do your rotating plank. Bring it to the center. Rotate all the way to the other side. Center. Rotate all the way. If you're upright, we have these wonderful farmer's carries. But again, we want to make sure sometimes we lean or we lean. We're nice and tall as we walk. Shoulders down and back. So we're working this anti-lateral flexion. Big words. 2 and 1. Good. Short rest. Give the knees, wrists, and hands a break. We're going to move on to our next round. All right, so we're going to do prone tricep kickbacks. So we're going to do kickback one arm, kick back the other arm, and then we're going to do half kneeling woodchops. Yes, you can do them standing. So our prone kickbacks, we can do this kneeling, half kneeling, bird dog, standing. One arm is up, kick it back, bring it back in. 3, 2, 1. Good. So your time's on. So just a nice good kickback. Option 2, half kneeling if you need to give your wrists a break. Yes, you can even do full kneeling, watching that core position. So our hips will be pushed back just a little bit. Standing or sitting, it's the exact same thing. We just change our body position. 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds. Nice, good reach. Take it back, extend it, hold that weight for just a second in the back position before coming forwards. Good, let's bring it up, switching sides. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So you're in the finish position for rows. Elbow is pointing back towards your hips, close to your body. So we don't want to let it kick out to the side. We bring it in nice and close. Nice, good reach. It's really easy to just keep our arm and just swing it, right? We want to get a nice, good reach. Squeeze that muscle like you're trying to straighten your arm just a smidgen more. Get a nice, good, tight feeling, but not so tight that you cramp. I've had that happen before. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Half kneeling position. Nice and tall. We're going to reach up and then we're going to rotate. You can do this. Time is on. Standing, split stance feet or lunge position, and do a good rotation. So if you're doing this one, no matter what position you're in, don't let the hips or the knees wobble. We're locking it out. So like when we stretch, yes, and we do that pelvis tuck and we do our glute squeeze, that's what we want to do. So just a nice good rotation. We'll do the other side next round. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Back to our tricep kickbacks. So pick your position, kneeling, half kneeling, or prone. And your time is on. I like this one. Again, it helps me know a good position because I have to keep a nice good tripod stance for stability, and I can keep my elbow pointing back and in line. I know if my elbow drops, I'm going to start hitting the floor. So I keep my arm up. Nice, good kickback. Same thing when you're standing or if you're sitting or doing your half kneeling. 10 seconds to go. We want to make sure we're not turning our body or sinking into one hip. Nice and steady. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Switching sides. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So pull it up. Nice, good kickback. Goal is to try to get your entire arm parallel to the floor as close as you can get it. So you don't want to have it down if possible. You want to get it up there. So that's also the shoulder, the muscles at the back of the shoulder, pulling that shoulder down and back and up, lifting it. Nice, good torso chest position. 12 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's go ahead. Go ahead, bring it up. Can't talk now. All right, standing, half kneeling. Nice, good position. We're just going to do our diagonal reach. If you're having trouble with stability, taking your leg out to the side a little bit more will help. Bringing it in will make it more of a challenge. Don't have to go very far. You can keep with our kneeling, or you can just do a nice good standing position. So feet can be flat and we just rotate high right, low left. Just like when we warm up. Weights are optional, don't have to. 10 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Super quick drink. We got one more round to go. So we are going to do glute bridges. We're going to do dead bugs, and then we're going to do bicycles. So you have the option to do bicycles. Glute bridges, if you are standing, you are absolutely welcome to do a single leg stand, and that's okay. Or you can do single leg squats. Dead bugs, you can do a plank on a wall. You can even do kind of your mummies if you'd like. And then the obliques if you're standing. We're just going to do a nice good diagonal, all right? So we're going to take it all the way down. For our glute bridges, knees bent, feet flat. You are welcome to do one leg if you would like, or you can do both. In 3, 2, 1, 40 seconds. So tuck your tail feathers, squeeze your glutes, lift, and then lower. Lift and lower. Keep an eye on those knees. A lot of times we like to press our knees out when we come up, or sometimes we press them in and get them closer together. Think about trying to keep them in line with the bony spots on the front of your pelvis. Nice, good reach. Keep that pelvis tuck even when you get down towards the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Getting ready for our dead bugs. I am going to do an isometric hold. I know this is everybody's favorite exercise to do. You're going to bring it up, hands on the thighs, your time's on. Isometric, so your hands and your thighs are in a tug of war. You should feel your abs engage when you do this exercise. If both legs is a bit much, do one arm, one leg, count to 5, set it down, do the other side. So our thigh is pressing into our hand as our hand presses into our thighs. You have 10 seconds to go. 2, and 1. Good. Last exercise is going to be, you can do a bicycle where we take our shoulder towards our opposite knee. We can reach. Time is on. So option 1 is just a reach. Foot stays flat, upper body only. Option 2, upper and lower body move. Knees are bent, opening at the hip. Option 3, nice good diagonal reach. Hand to the opposite foot. Ten seconds to go, and we'll repeat, do the other side, second round. 2, and 1. Good. Bring it up, shake it out. Getting ready to repeat those exercises again. I'm going to do this round standing personally. All right, glute bridges. Your time is on for your glute bridges. So if you were doing single leg glute bridge, you switch sides to do the other leg. You are also welcome to just do a nice good hip hinge. For those of you that are standing, it's the same movement. So a glute bridge on the ground is pretty much a deadlift, a Romanian deadlift like this when we're standing. So just a nice good squeeze. If you were doing single leg, you just do a single leg squat. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, doing our dead bugs with our isometric hold. So on your back, hands are going to be on your thighs, isometric pressure, so the legs and arms don't move. Your time is on. If you're standing, you can absolutely do the exact same thing. Hand on a chair for stability, isometric, switch sides, isometric. So if you're doing this one, especially if you're standing, think about lifting with the center of your quad instead of your hip. It seems a little weird, but try to lift with the center of your quad instead of lifting with your hip. It's a little bit of a different experience. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, our oblique crunches. So our bicycle, reaching, hand over to the opposite knee. 2, and 1. Time is on. If you are standing, you are welcome to do the same thing. Shoulder towards the opposite knee, standing position. Good. So we're trying to get that opposite shoulder up off of the floor, bringing our ribs over to our opposite hip. If you want to make it a little harder, that's where we take the legs and the arm a little bit straighter. Yes, so easier. Leg is bent, harder. Leg is straight. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shake it out. Nice, good rest. We're going to lay out completely flat, and we're going to do a nice, good front of the body stretch. All right. So we're gonna take our legs out straight. We wanna tuck our pelvis so that we can get our low back close to the floor. It does not have to touch, mine does not, but you don't want it arching away and making a big bridge. So tuck your tail feathers, take your right ankle, cross it across your left thigh just above the knee, and we're gonna let that right thigh, that right knee drift out to the side, and you can squeeze your right cheek if you'd like for extra stretch. Good, switching sides. So left ankle crosses the right thigh just above the knee. Left knee drifts out to the side. We squeeze that glute if you would like a deeper stretch. Good, let's take that left foot flat on the floor, knee is bent. We're gonna squeeze our right quad, straighten the knee, pull the toes up. We're gonna lift and lower. Lift, 3, set it down. 2, keep that knee straight. Last one, we take it up and hold it for 3, 2, 1. Set it down, switching sides. Right knee is bent, foot flat on the floor, left leg is straight. Squeeze the quad, pull the toes up, lift and lower. 3, 2, last one, take it up and hold it. 3, 2, 1. Good, set it down, switching sides. Left foot flat on the floor, right leg, squeeze the quad, pull the toes up, lift the leg up, hold it up there. Now let it drift straight out to the side, keeping the hips on the floor and your opposite knee pointing to the ceiling. Bring it back up, set it down, switch sides. So left leg is straight now, squeeze the quad, toes pulled up, lift the leg up, hold it up there, take it straight out to the side, feeling that inner thigh stretch. Good, bring it up, set it back down again. Bring both legs in. We're gonna take the bottoms of our feet touching each other, opening the knees out to form a froggy position or a diamond. Tail feathers are still tucked. Option to squeeze the glutes if you would like a deeper stretch in the hips. Good, let's bring that back up. We're gonna cross our right ankle over our left thigh just above the knee. We're going to take that right knee and we're gonna open it out to make a nice good figure 4. And now we're gonna take that right leg across the body to the left side so that we're putting that right foot on the floor. And now our right arm is going to reach overhead. Keep pressing that knee out for a stretch right in the crease of that hip and outer thigh. Good, bring it back up. Right foot is flat on the floor, knee is bent. Left ankle crosses over the right knee. Left knee presses out. We now bring that left leg across the body to the right side to put that foot flat on the floor. Pressing that knee out, left arm reaches overhead. Should be feeling a stretch right in the crease of that hip and that groin. Good, bring the arm in, legs in. Keeping that left leg up, we're gonna cross our left thigh over our right thigh like we crossed our legs sitting in a chair. Left leg pulls the right leg across the body. It does not have to touch the floor. Our opposite shoulder stays on the floor. So right leg is moving towards the left side. Right shoulder stays on the floor. Arm is overhead. Good, bring it in. Switching sides. Right thigh over the left. Right leg pulls the left leg across the body. Does not have to get to the floor. Left shoulder remains on the floor. Left arm reaches overhead. Good, let's go ahead and bring it in. We're gonna roll ourselves to the side. Roll ourselves to a seated position. We're gonna just sit nice and tall. Nice good chest stretch. Good, and we're gonna bring the hands in. We're gonna take them to our shoulders. We're gonna walk our arms up overhead. Nice good bicep squeeze. Good. Bring the arms down, coming to a half kneeling stance. One last stretch, working those hips. So this is our half kneeling. We tuck our tail feathers, we squeeze the glute in the back, we push that front knee forwards, and we reach our arms to the sky. So stretching that hip and that quad. Good. Switching sides. So tuck the tail feathers, squeeze the back glute, push that front knee forward. It should only go forward a couple inches. Your foot should still be flat on the floor. You shouldn't feel your knee or your heel lifting up because you're keeping that nice good tuck in the back. 3, 2, 1. Release. Good. Sitting, standing, kneeling. We're just going to take a couple deep breaths, so it's whatever feels good. Here we go. Big breath in and out. One more time. In and out. And you are all done.